Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Cappers YouTube channel. My name is Michael Pellegrini. I'm the CTO at Cappers, and for this video, we're going to be looking at Major League Baseball handicapping. We're specifically looking at our run line favorite system, which is a custom system that was developed specifically for the Cappers application. If you're not familiar with Cappers, you can check us out at Cappers.ai. We are a tool for sports bettors and sports handicappers. We're designed to improve your results, help you make more money, and save time in the process. We calculate numerous betting systems at once and provide you all the data that you need to make an informed sports betting decision. If you're also not already familiar with run line betting in baseball, you can just think of it as baseball's version of a point spread. The favorite would normally be minus 1.5 runs, but in some extreme cases can be minus 2.5 runs. The underdog is going to be plus 1.5 or plus 2.5. If you're betting on a favorite, you just need them to win by 2 runs or more for that bet to be a winner. So I've got a game selected for you. We're going to look at how the run line system was developed, what the criteria is for it, and the result for this specific game. So I'm going to select the Toronto Blue Jays at the Boston Red Sox. Today is Friday, August 4th, 2023. You can see that after we selected that game, we've got some odds available from major sports books. If you prefer to enter your own odds manually, you can certainly do that. But for this video, I'm just going to choose the DraftKings odds and hit submit. You can see that the form was calculated very quickly. We've got results available. I'm going to be scrolling past all this stuff, but I'll pause here real quickly and say that if you want to learn more about the entire data set that gets returned and all the tools related to baseball that we provide, please check out other videos on our YouTube channel here. I go into a lot more detail in some of those videos about baseball betting. For the purposes of this video, we're specifically looking at the run line system, so I'm going to scroll past all this data. You can see some line movement stuff here as we go. I'm going to pause very quickly here on the probable pitchers section because I never make a baseball betting decision without evaluating the pitching matchup for both teams. We can already see right here that Alek Manoah is the probable starter for the Toronto Blue Jays. This season he has a 2-8 record with a 5.87 ERA. A lot of data available here from the current season for him. I can also evaluate how he performed in his last game, as well as his last game specifically versus the Red Sox. As we get past that, we can see that James Paxton is the probable starter for the Red Sox, a better record at 6-2 with a better ERA, 3.34. Again, lots of data here from the current season. We can look at his last game. We can look at his last game specifically versus the Blue Jays. That's all going to help us make an informed decision. We've also got MLB pitching leaders here for 6 different categories, which can be very helpful before you make your bet. Now we get into the betting system results. Again, for baseball, we've got 17 different systems. That's actually the most systems that we have for any sport that we support. But this one's all about the run line favorite. So we're going to stop right here. You can see that it's custom to Cappers because we've got the little Cappers icon next to it. For any of the betting systems on any of the sports that we support, I always like to provide a description of that system, talk about how it's calculated, where it came from, all that good stuff. So for this one, we can see that it was developed in-house by comparing the average or the runs scored and runs allowed by both teams during their last 5 games. The purpose of this is to see how hot or cold a team might be as of very recent results. And then we're going to aggregate that with the average runs scored and average runs allowed by both teams when they play each other head-to-head during the current season. So we want to have enough head-to-head data to see how these two teams are matching up together. If you're early in the season, you're not going to have enough of this data, so it definitely pays to wait a little bit on this one. Finally, we're going to evaluate the average runs scored and average runs allowed by both teams throughout the entire season. And with those 3 different factors together, that's going to help us calculate a run differential. So again, the criteria we're looking at, we need at least 5 games of recent data versus any opponents. We just want to see how hot or cold the team might be. Then we need at least 3 games of head-to-head data between these 2 teams specifically. In this case, we're looking at division rivals. You've got the Red Sox and the Blue Jays. It's August at this point, so they've definitely played each other more than 3 times this season. So we have enough data to make a decision here. The other criteria for this system is regarding the payout structure. I personally like to place bets that have a positive payout structure. In this case, it's got to be between minus 110 and plus 220. I find that anything less than minus 110 is just not enough value and a little bit too hard to hit on a regular basis. And anything more than 220 tends to just be a little bit too much of a long shot. In this case, we've got the Red Sox minus 1.5 runs on the run line, and the payout for that is 124 in this case. So that definitely fits into our criteria for the payout structure. When we run our calculation, you can see here in the center, According to our calculations, the Red Sox should win by 2.65 runs, and that's definitely enough for us to get what we call a betting recommendation. A betting recommendation is anything that has a green box around it here. We also have the concept of a betting consideration, which would be a yellow box. The requirements for a consideration is that the run differential must be between 0.25 and 0.49 runs more than what the book is offering. Anything beyond half a run is what we would consider a recommendation, and we do meet that criteria here. Full disclosure, I actually placed my own bet on this today, so I guess I'll call myself a Red Sox fan for this day in particular. So we'll see if they can pull off the win by 2 runs or more. And again, wouldn't make that decision without first checking the probable pitchers. I definitely like the matchup today. I think the Red Sox definitely have the pitching edge and feel good about it, so we'll see how it turns out. So we're going to keep this one short and sweet, but again, if you want to learn more about our platform, please check out other videos here on the channel. And more importantly, we'd love to see you on the platform. We're doing the free trials. We've got cheap pricing right now to get people on the platform. We just launched this summer. We're building it up, getting ready for football season, and would love to have you on the platform. If you have questions, you can certainly leave comments here on the YouTube channel in the discussion section here, or you can also, there's a support email address that is listed on our website. So feel free to visit us, reach out if you have questions. We'd love to hear from you, and would love to see you on the Cappers platform very soon. All right, thanks for checking this out, and we'll see you in the next video.